Go ahead.
Hey, Emily, I'm curious, what's been your most sort of challenging moment? How have you overcome it?
So many. If I really answer that question, it can probably take all day.
Always.
I think a big one was, and some people have heard this before. I'll see if I can kind of think of it in a couple different ways, but one of the biggest ones for me was in 2022. Because as you guys know, I started it at the end of 2021. And I was just thinking, oh, I'm learning, I'm having fun, I'll put my information out there for whoever wants to participate. And we grew from just a, let's call it an informational only channel, where I was just making posts, into having a chat channel and responding to people and figuring out what are people's struggles and needs. And then from there, we started growing an admin team. And then from there, we had massive infiltration. So back then at the time, I didn't know about entities. I did not know about infiltration. I never heard of the word Khazarians or Kabbalists. So it was a new experience for me. So transitioning into 2022, when we started actually getting attacked, I thought, what's going on? Like, I didn't sign up for any of this. And I almost found it out. Because I just thought, I'm going to do something good for humanity. So why are they trying to defame me? Because I wasn't attacking somebody. I was just doing what I wanted to do. And everything is free will. You can opt in or opt out. I'm not forcing anyone to do anything. So I almost found it out. I got very, very close. I had a lot of interesting months where I couldn't trust anybody, not even freely. Because we had lost about, I think, 80% of our audit team. And when you lose that money in about like 1 or 2 weeks, it really throws everything for a loop. And that's just the advocacy, but at the membership level, we lost, I don't know how many thousands within a couple of days. And a really interesting thing is all of the struggle worth it. They're coming after your family and giving you death threats, and all of this stuff is falling apart. And in the meantime, you know, I'm struggling to find work and struggling against me. Do I just go back to corporate? And so from basically April to like, I want to say maybe June, July timeframe, I struggled a lot for many, many months. And I didn't know who to talk to, because I didn't know who to trust. And so it became this internal struggle. And I kind of woke myself up rather, because I thought, I can't go back to corporate. I can't do anything. And I think that's maybe a similar struggle that many of you guys are also feeling too. There was no other path for me. And I even tried, I applied for thousands and thousands of jobs. And there was no interview, there was no contact. And I mentioned the story already, so I won't go into detail, but even joining the army, the military doesn't turn anybody down, guys. And this is how crazy it is, because the military does not only turn anybody down, but I'd actually already contracted with the army. And my recruiters actually cheated, and they gave me an age waiver. And part of that was you had to do a fitness test. And I looked at them, the rest of them not, but I looked at them and I was like, there's no way I can run all these miles in that time limit and do the push-ups and the sit-ups and leading pull-ups or something. I was like, look at me. That was my pre-panda phase. So I thought, I'm gonna fail